We're here in the K2 Systems training facility talking about wire management. So you may have seen some other videos where we talk about the options for wire clips. We just wanted to point out here we have a great example of the different types of MLPEs that you're working with. In this case, we've got an end-phase microinverter and a solar edge optimizer. So the trick that we've been teaching installers that has been very widely accepted and very popular is instead of just putting in all your MLPEs onto the rail, bolting them down, then doing your wire management, if you take the time to map out your wiring, and in this case with end phase, you have your trunk cable, you can lay out your trunk cable, take the mounting hardware for the microinverter, drop the wire in, then secure your bolt, then secure your microinverter, which we've already done here. And now you have this loop going underneath the microinverter bolt, securing that without a zip tie. And then where the next one comes over and jumps out of the rail, you can actually take the TC wire clip that over, and this allows you to slide and have that secured and going, and now your wire that's jumping out of the rail is going into the microinverter, and you have a nice bend radius. Typically they want about an inch, I believe, of bend radius, so you're not pulling this real tight. Gives you a little bit of room there. It's all secured. It's securing itself using TC wire clips. The other option that is nice is when you drop down your module and you have your leads, you can actually undo this and put in more wire and clip that closed. So whereas you have a zip tie, you either have to add an additional one or cut it open and put more wire in and put more zip ties in, which tend to not last as long as these pieces that are designed to withstand the elements and the longevity of the racking system itself. So up here you've got solar edge, and similar thing. If you have different leads coming out with the manufacturers, they're making all kinds of improvements in their product. Originally you'd have two long tails coming out of here, so you have a positive negative going in each way. So here we made a loop one way and the other way, dropped them into the rail, put in the bolt, secured it by itself without any need of any zip ties. You have a nice bend radius there. It's all coiled up. And then here's a little bit more of a current system where you've got a short lead and a really long lead here. And if you're doing landscape, that's great. But if you're doing portrait, and your leads are long enough, you might have a little bit of excess excess wires. So you can coil it up one or two times, put it in the rail channel, then secure it with the bolt that mounts the optimizer here. And then you're using no zip ties, TC wire clips. You have options for managing the wire with when the module comes down and having those leads and those connections. So this is a really nice example of the different options you have with securing the wires in the rail channel. And if your connections, if you want to have them in the rail, some installers prefer that, some don't. We have some side clips as well that allow you to attach to the side of the rail. Here's a metal version that goes over this rail. We have this Omega clip that goes to the side as well, so you can do your connections on the outside, jump back in with your TC clips and keep it all nice and tight.